evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Double RPG here, and welcome back to Double RPG Livestream, where we're about to go live once more with playing Trails of Cold Steel on the PC. So, in the previous episode, oh god, I think I just went to Nintendo Capri Sun stream by accident, but oh well. I wasn't even trying to host it. I wasn't even trying to auto-host it either. Looks like, I'm gonna have to unhost him. Okay. My goodness. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Double RPG here, and, I'm currently, gonna play some more Trails of Cold Steel. And, yeah, I don't know why I did that all of a sudden, so, forgive me on that. Yeah, that was, really, really weird. And if you have any questions, or if you want to actually, you know, just say what's on your mind, then by all means, go right ahead. But anyway, I'm going to load up the game now so we can get started. Whoops, shit. Okay, here we go. All right. And hello there, Flame Chocobo. Good to see you on the stream there, buddy. I hope you'll enjoy some really great times tonight, as I know I will. And it's time to see if we can actually get through the remainder of Chapter 4, but we'll have to see how far along that goes. And I do have some things I actually want to talk about tonight, and hopefully I will get to those when we, you know, get along with this. And please excuse any noise you hear in the background if you hear any, so I do apologize if you hear any of that coming from my end, but hopefully it won't be that too much of a hindrance while we play. Okay, and as you can see, we're back to playing this game, and now we're going to load from the previous save. And we were at the Garnier district where the last time we left off, and we got a phone call from Instructor Sarah in our Arcus unit that we need to come over to a specific place to where she needs to meet with us, Group A, as well as Group B. And looks like RVB Vic also is also trying to send me a message. I wish I could see what he's trying to send to me, but unfortunately, since I really can't even, you know, get my mouse cursor off the game, we're just going to have to stick with this as is. And, oh, hey, cool, so you actually got yourself an Elgato HD60S Flame Chocobo? That's pretty cool. You know, I do need to get me one of those someday, because I do need to upgrade at some point. But it's just a matter of when. Probably, hopefully this summer, and if I can save up some money to get it, but who knows. Anyway, let's not waste any time. And as we're playing through this game, there are some things I actually want to talk about. Mainly, my thoughts on Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, or Lacrimosa of Dana, finally releasing on the PC to a horrendous launch. And as well as me seeing Super Troopers 2. And, as far as everything else goes, I think those are the only two things I actually want to talk about. So, let's not waste any time, and let's get right into the gameplay. So yeah, we're at the Garnier district, and we actually want to travel to another district, and I think it's at the Sank district, but the only way to get there is we're gonna need to take a tram just to get there. So we're gonna need to go to the Sank district, and then we will actually make our way over there. And as Rean says, I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we arrived at the Sank district. I don't think we need to do anything else at this moment, so we probably should be going, because that will cause the main story to advance. So let's travel over there right now, because I think Instructor Sarah has something very important she actually wants to tell us as we continue to go along. And Vic, if I don't see your message, oh, I mean, I see your message in the Twitch chat, but unfortunately, since I'm playing an Xseed game, I can't get my mouse cursor off the screen. I think there's a way you can actually do that, but I have to mess around in the settings to see if I can actually get that to get off there. But now, for right now, I'm not going to even waste or even bother. So we're just going to stick as is. So yeah, we're now at the Sank district, and as we heard from the Sank district that, or heard about from the Sank district that Elise Schwarzer, you know, Rean's little sister, is actually within this district, or the school that she goes to, the Saint Estrella school is where she goes.
Same uniform as Rean's sister. go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
Oh, sure, you don't know that much about St. Estrella's girls' school, or St. Estrella girls' school there, Machias. Something tells me you got a hunch for thinking that the ladies at that school are some pretty cute hotties. But then again, I could be mistaken.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
Well, yeah, I mean, we are going to a school that's mainly for females.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alfin herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alfin is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Again, I do apologize for the dogs barking.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alfin's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from the Burl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
You must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Laboral was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
There are the others.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now. Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
You got that right, Elliot. You got that right, my man. Keen eye.
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rean?
Oh, aw.
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear.
Must be talking about the princess. Princess Alfin.
She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit.
Like I said, that's Kira Buckland voicing the character. You know, the gal who voiced 2B in Nier Automata.
Right this way.
And no, I don't say Nier Automata because that sounds ridiculous, Jeff Keighley. Anyways. So this is St. Estraya Girls' School. Eee! But boys? I don't think I've seen the uniform before. And they're talking so fast. Wow. Or else I could just say blah 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 rabble 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 rabble. Oh my god, it's turning into South Park all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. Hee hee. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. The Rosengarten. Quite an ominous name for a building we're going into.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh. No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me.
Yep, we're meeting the princess.
I knew it.
Not really royally dressed or anything like that, but, that will suffice. Are we gonna have tea with her? I guess so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alfin. Alfin Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
I thought this was gonna be something big, but evidently, this looks to be an informal occasion. Just a nice, casual, relaxing affair. I like it. Nice little rose garden.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead.
But then again, this could be very serious to, or very important to our field study.
Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next to myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Oh?
please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Alfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Rean Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rean? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What?
What?
What is this? Are we now in the Goron tribe in Ocarina of Time where everybody treats themselves as brothers, but more as friends, rather? And yes, Flame Chocobo, I did hear about the news about Night Trap finally being released on a Nintendo console, and yes, it is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, so that ought to be very interesting, see how that plays out. I mean, more mature content, even if it's a re-release, right? To get those older gamers into the product. That's what I mean.
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family.
And you know, I think that was the third thing I actually wanted to talk about, but I'll be talking about that when we get to a place when I can actually just move freely and just talk to you my 2 cents on things. But anyway, let's continue.
And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
In big, bold text, just like that. That's enough, Your Highness.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Hmm?
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Ah. The older brother. What is it?
it's a pleasure to see you again.
Cedric? Is that who it is, or is that who I'm not thinking of?
As well, young lady. Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure. Though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Could he be?
Oh!
I think that's quite enough.
Totally reminds me of a Sosuke and Kaname relationship from Full Metal Panic. You remember how Kaname always had that fan and whacked Sosuke in the head with it all the time whenever he did something that was rambunctious? You know, when it got towards his sense of military or military duty all the time? Yeah, funny stuff.
Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa.
Indeed.
Yep. Oh, Olivert.
'Tis I, Olivert Rice Arnold, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the debaucherous prince.
Yes, Olivert is the older, while Cedric and Alfin are twins.
I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Oh, wow. So he's the chairman of the board within the military school? Interesting. Now, I guess he would want to meet them in person. I figured it would be something very important, like a mission or something in relation to the next day. But, no, we're having dinner in the communion room. Nice! Very grandiose and fancy.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in the Burl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
Okay. You have my attention.
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Very noble, too.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the classes run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Alfin stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness.
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Huh.
Is that right?
I never knew that.
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it.
Well, wait until we get to Trails of Cold Steel 4, based on Rean's current predicament, which I'm not going to spoil, based on the debut announcement of that game and the key art of what was shown in the state he was in. So, but like I said, there's a lot that we don't know, so hopefully we'll be learning more very soon.
Your students, first and foremost. Reach out, grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
She's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status.
Interesting.
Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
I'm sure that the class is going to have a lot of questions to ask her. But anyway, let's go ahead and save here, and let's continue. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alfin, of all people. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care of your... Take care on your way back to your lodgings. Oh, jeez. This again? We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Hee hee, good night. Good night, everyone. Wait. Wow. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Ah yes, I almost forgot. Rean, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course! You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machias's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Rean. Ooh. What? Oh boy. Now we can actually see where this is going. Oh my gosh. Big revelation. Does that mean... Do you think Your Highness knows the old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Yeah. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can... I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the Imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Rean? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please! You too, Prince Olivert! Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you're already courting? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... Yikes. How am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. He. Very well. I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Oh, Instructor Sarah, who would have thunk? Yep, the Purple Lightning herself has shown up. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Are we getting stopped? Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. Oh boy, we're getting arrested by the captain. No, nothing like that. Same day, at 9:30 in the evening, or 2100 hours and 30 minutes. And if any of you are joining in for the first time, be sure you hit the follow button above the video player so that way you're following me and you'll be notified of when I'm actually going live, which I do tend to live stream every single day of the weekend, including Friday. So, yeah, if you want to see me keep playing Trails of Cold Steel or any other games that I'll be playing after this, then yeah, definitely hit that follow button. Anyway, terrorists? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the Nord Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? Ah... So he's one of them, hmm? He said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that. So that's what the man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like a terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow, on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is likely time. Tomorrow is a likely time. I have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. And hello there, Vic. Good to see you in the chat. Like I said early before, I didn't have a chance to read your message, so whatever it is, you can actually type it in the chat, and then I'll reply to you. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret, then you reveal yourselves with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. Oh, you actually want to be in the Geek Fighters Discord. Okay, well, Vic, an easy way to get to the Geek Fighters Discord is that if you go to the Geek Fighters Twitch page, then you can actually click on our logo that's underneath the video player on our Twitch page. And when you click that, that will actually give you access to the Geek Fighters Discord page. So I just thought I'd let you know about that. So, but unfortunately, I cannot do that at this time since I can't really get access to, typing in the message box since I'm playing this game, since the game won't allow me to get my mouse cursor off of it. So I just wanted to let you know that, just for your information. Anyway, okay, so I already talked about that. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. Bah! It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't agree. Or, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that quote-unquote brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well... Wow, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although, it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all, lots of little details that need to be squared away. Oh yeah, we're gonna take care of it. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Same day at 11 o'clock at night, so 2,300 hours. Oh yes, we're back at the Alto Street, where we're going to be staying at the old guild house, or the old Bracers Guild house. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher. Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Still, instructor, what is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch of the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us. Took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing, one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Goliath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though that's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Treating her as a kid. Knock it off. So that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks. Well, what was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group Fee used to run. It wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Right about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. Oh boy. It's that little history getting the best of them. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really gonna have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. But there's only 2! Ah. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she feels a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. And I believe we're going into day 3 right now.
Drinks are on me someday.
Okay, so we didn't go up a rank, but I assume we'll be doing that for the next day. Which we're already at 1 o'clock in the morning. In-game time. Is Gideon here with 0? Possibly. Never trust a man wearing a robe. That's for sure. Even though you might say Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars Episode 4 wore a robe when he first met Luke. And then that will make you say, well, checkmate.
The time is finally at hand. At last. The
hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
Yep, it's Gideon. I can see his glasses.
Yeah!
I can see some strands of hair.
All the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear.
Yep. Who would have thought?
As long as I have this flute, not even a railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Looks like this mysterious terrorist organization is finally committing their acts of misdeed. And we're going into Monday, July 26th. Field Study Day 3. Oh, hey, it would be my grandma's birthday, July 26th. But we're not even there yet within, you know, our own time period. All right, I'm going to go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Well, it's time for us to kick ass and take names, guys. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon, too. Let's be off, then. Ja. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people, since it is the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Okay, well, it's time for us to go patrol around the streets for any suspicious activity. But anyway, I guess since we're patrolling around the city and all that, I might as well go ahead and talk to you about, you know, my thoughts on lots of things, like especially Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Donna with its PC release being very, very horrendous. And, you know, I kind of had a suspicion that it was not going to go smoothly as planned, because when it comes to Nipponichi Software, or NIS, they really do not know how to make really good PC ports on day one. This is why a company like Xseed Games has a much better tenacity of putting out some really high-quality PC ports of most of their games. Like the people who worked on Ys 7, what was their name? Hyde Incorporated? They are the ones who are going to release Ys Memories of Salsetta on the PC this summer. So, and it even makes you beg more of the question, is like, why did Xseed Games not get their hands on localizing Ys 8, of all things, when they could have actually, you know, possibly done a much better translation, since they actually do take localization more seriously than Nipponichi Software. I really don't know, but for all of the people out there who actually bought that game on the PC, you really do have my sympathies with what all happened, because that really should not have happened to you guys. That was just a low blow, and it really, really sucked. So, do not buy the game if you're planning on getting it at PC until all the problems are rectified. But I did pick up the game on PS4 through a digital download. So, and from what I played so far, playing it on PS4, it's really good. And it just makes me even more confident that the Switch version will actually be alright. Hopefully, but a hitch could happen anywhere in between. So, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that hopefully the Nintendo Switch release of the game doesn't really go that badly. But considering how Nipponichi Software, or NIS America, has been very favorable towards the Nintendo Switch, then hopefully we can actually wish for the best. Anyway, Milton here, he says, what's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or else we'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I'd never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about terrorists? Kid, you don't want to know. Just go back into your house and play. Come on, fill me in. Don't worry, it's nothing important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. I think we'll do well to keep this story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move to another part of the city. Okay, so basically we're going to be finding a lot of people that we need to talk to on the different, from the different districts. So, let's go to Vancouver Street. And, hello there, Hollified Ichigo. Welcome to the stream, and we're on Chapter 4 right now, and we're on Day 3 of the 4th Field Study. And we're trying to find the terrorists that are roaming around within this vicinity, or within the Vermilion Capital, as it's called. Do I really need to sell anything to get some pieces of equipment? Because if I do, then that may put us on the right track with actually getting us fortified and fit for this upcoming battle. And I forgot I do have a lot of Sepith mass that I want to get rid of. Okay, so got that for you. But then again, I do need to actually see if I have any of those things that I could use to upgrade their weapons. But then again, I don't think I probably do. But at least I got enough for the titanium coat on both Elliot and as well as Fee. And as well as them getting the military spikes. Oh, Machias needs them too. Okay, it's a good thing that I actually checked. Oh, so you're on Chapter 3, playing your first playthrough on Nightmare? Oh boy, yeah. That probably wasn't the best idea, but you probably got a lot of entertainment out of that. I mean, I'm playing on normal mode right now, so I'm not really going to chance it with trying to go through Nightmare difficulty. Anyways, now that we're all fully fortified, let's go to the Orbal Center, or the Orbal Factory, and see if we have any more of those U materials that we can use to upgrade our weapons. We do have plenty more. And we got the Zweihander. Probably our best to get a Bear Stinger. And then, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we got that equipped for him. And the others, we'll try to get some more U material, but for right now, we're just gonna stick with what we have. Oh, I don't want to equip anything. We can't really modify any of the other cord openings right now, but I'd say we probably better keep them on us, just to be on the just to be on the safe side. And yes, Holified Ichigo, the bosses in this game, they are very, very tough. Even when I was playing, like, you know, throughout this chapter, fighting that boss inside the old schoolhouse in the 4th floor basement, that was a real doozy. And I heard when we go into the 5th floor basement, from what I read, it's going to be an even bigger doozy, if you ask me. Anyways, I guess we need to talk to the chef here. Oh, wait a minute. Is that?
I'm on a roll.
It is Crow.
I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys. How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing?
Ah, so we're actually here at the Triple Crown Championships. But if it were actually an Erebonia in the world of the Legend of Heroes.
We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anytime, Greg.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sankt district.
Okay, Sankt District. That's what the name of it is.
Peace.
Thanks.
Peace.
Come on, guys, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you.
Yep.
Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Who would have thought our peer, or one of our peers, was here to continue getting in on placing his bets, but he actually took a different approach to actually place his bets, so that way he won't even get in trouble for it. Quite a crafty and audacious character. Very interesting, too. Anyway, also, if you guys haven't even followed me yet, just to make this plug again, definitely hit that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified of when I'll go live. When I'm playing an RPG like this, or any others that I decide to play in the future. Anyway. What's wrong? Girl with red hair, but oh. Yeah, it looks like one of those people who was amongst the terrorist group. Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should know in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. That's all there is to investigate in Vankeur Street. Time to move on to the other areas of the city. Okay, so we're done at Vankeur Street, so let's go to the Garnier District. And no, this district was not officially sponsored by the hair products Garnier, okay? Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Oh, that lady again. Vita Clotilde, or Vita Clotilde. So we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilde! I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace, too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us once 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? Hehehe. I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of the beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were two of them talking in a back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a quote-unquote plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. Hee, I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked up at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. Oh, man, Fee, do you really have to be that brash? Or blunt? Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. The same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. She does kind of give off that Jessica Rabbit vibe, doesn't she? Oh god, I need to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit all over again. Such a great movie. That's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. And it's a good thing we didn't even need any official product placement shampoo while we were here. Get it? Garnier? Which I'm pretty sure that Miss Clotilde actually uses. Anyway, let's go to the Ost district. And see if we can search for any shenanigans that are here. And yes, that's another one of those things I wanted to talk about, was me seeing Super Troopers 2 this afternoon. But we'll wait on that in a short bit. And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. And what would something like this be doing in a residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nevertheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? Well, what's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. Uh-oh. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds, at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost district. Time to move on to one of the other areas of the city. Ah, man, these investigations are becoming very easygoing, it seems. So let's go ahead and go to Dreikel's Plaza. And see what's going on within this place. I'm sure there's going to be a little something that we're going to find.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
I'm pretty sure from all the things that we're going to learn about that we're actually going to be able to get a pinpoint location on where we need to be. palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives, too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard, too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis they may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Dreikel's Plaza. There's more city to see, though, so let's keep moving. Yes, we'll have to keep moving and go elsewhere, which we're going to go to Mater Park this time. Let's see what's in this nice, peaceful establishment. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall Military Police. It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of the security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held there. Yeah, especially with Princess Alfin in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. You? Hey, isn't that... Oh, Patrick. You're here too?
No, this is Patrick. I'm from SpongeBob. I don't even belong in the Tales... or in the Legend of Heroes games, nor Trails of Cold Steel.
But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies, or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls. He really does get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alfin. Try not to be too jealous now. Well, I got news for you, Patrick. We already met her, so you really don't even get the chance to see her first dibs, or you really didn't even get the chance to see her first dibs, buddy. Now, if you'll excuse me. Arrogant ass, for sure. I can't say I'm all that jealous, considering all the time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Rean to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Are you sure it's perfect? Is something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to us later. Forgetting something? Are you sure you're not even talking about that little walkway to that other part of the underground ruins? Because I'm pretty sure that's very important, guys. Anyway, last place, Heimdall Port. See if there's any goings-on within this vicinity. Which I'm pretty sure there's going to be. Yep, I can see by the arrows above their heads. Not arrows, but exclamation marks, pardon me. What in Adios's name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me, young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of a problem? Well, it's nothing you need to worry about. But last night, a bunch of our younger workers up and quit, just like that. Ooh, now that is suspicious. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. This is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems, after all. If they weren't gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I bet they got all caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Well, obviously for them it is. Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. Anyway, we patrolled each of the areas assigned to us at least once. It's almost noon now, so we might as well wait for Instructor Sarah to contact us. But how is she going to contact us? I suppose we have to be in another district. And I suppose that district is over in Alto Street. Same day, at noon. Okay. Yep, we got the phone call now. From, Sarah. This is Class 7, Group A, Rean Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh, she sounds way more serious than usual. Rean reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see, something's off alright. Though judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valfame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alfin is headed to Mater Park in the northeast. And Prince Oliver will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Oliver's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alfin. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Whoa, was that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousine carrying Princess Alfin is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. After taking the tram to Mater Park from the tram stop, the main story will advance. Okay, so before we go to Mater Park, let's go ahead and get some items on us before we actually, you know, make any stands or whatnot. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fighting that's going to take place. And we're going to need all the items we can get. Or at least we can buy anyways. Okay. I think we're going to be able to do this much for now. But we're just going to have to make sure that we get through this alive, guys. Which I'm pretty sure we will. But, anything could possibly go wrong. And doing that, we might as well go ahead and save our progress here before anything else tries to take us down. So, anyway, let's go to Mater Park. We'll probably have to begin our patrol right away once we reach Mater Park. It'd be smart to make sure we've sorted out everything else before we go. Yes, we already know about that, but we're ready to go to Mater Park. And no, we're not going to meet Mater from Cars, the Disney Pixar film. Probably the worst Disney Pixar film to ever come out of them. Or film franchise. But anyway, Here comes the limousines. The orbital limousines. Move 'em on, move 'em on. Head 'em up, move 'em on. Head 'em up, move 'em on. Head 'em up, rawhide. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, move 'em on, move 'em on. Head 'em up, move 'em on. Head 'em up, move 'em on. Head 'em up, rawhide. And knock 'em down, punch 'em down, make it cool. Or however the rest of the song goes. But no, I'm not going to try to quote the rest of the song. Just to tell them to get to their respective spots. If I had to guess, are we going to meet Gideon or are we going to meet Zero today? Probably Gideon. They're going to their respective spots, so I assume the pink limousine is the princess's. And Elise is with her? Oh boy. This is going to be quite a doozy. Hopefully it all goes smoothly for us. Hee hee. It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while. Though, it would have been nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial princess, debut or otherwise. Oh, you're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to the dance? Tee-hee. Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please, that's enough. Oh, come. I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Still, surrounded by many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If Rean were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both for him and for me. Elise? I'm sorry, just thinking out loud. But don't mind me, the people are all waiting for you to wave to them. I mean, you are gonna dance, and you need to wave to everybody. No, they took the white one. I really thought it would have been the pink one. And they're at Mater Park. Yep. Making their way to the Crystal Garden for the dance to take place. But something tells me that there's going to be trouble inside the Crystal Garden once they go in. Oh, Mayor Regnant. Just for looking at those two girls, they definitely do seem like they're BFFs. Or they would be, anyways. Well, they did make it safely, that's for sure. So Elise is here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alfin's attendant. Aw, those two must be pretty tight. The princess really looks the part, though. Indeed, that dress of Imperial crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. I'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. I'm pretty sure there's something that's going to be out of the ordinary that's going to happen, Elliot. So, your hunch may be correct. Oh, I thought they were having chili dogs there. I'm pretty sure that they would have loved Sonic the Hedgehog to actually come by and, you know, have a chili dog with them. Afterward, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in the Garnier district. After they finished up, they decided to do another sweep of their assigned areas. Way past cool. Which are we in Ost District right now? No, now we are. Looks like we were in a different one. I'm pretty sure that might have been Alto Street we were previously in. Oh, so tense, guys. I just don't know what to think of it. But no matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed to miss. Finally, Group A made their way toward Dreikel's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. Alright, so we're going to Dreikel's Plaza. Same day at 1400 hours and 40 minutes, so 2:40 in the afternoon. (2:40 p.m.) I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now. Though Princess Alfin and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening. It seems that this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. Uh-huh, the perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I, but at the very least, we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Okay, the traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. Alright. Let's walk around the plaza and get some information. But something tells me we're going to be wanting to make our way back to Mater Park after all this is said and done. Because I believe that's where a boss fight is going to occur. Just have a hunch. Or, if not there, then at least... Oh, look who's here. Those two. Toa and Angelica.
Angelica!
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance, what do you two say we...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
What she said.
But then again, I expected that Fee would have said, that's what she said, but then again... Wouldn't make any sense now, would it?
Lame.
Will she ever learn? Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
Metallic horse? Well, you ain't kidding, Laura. I mean, have you seen Link in Breath of the Wild in the Champion's Ballad DLC? After he completes that, he actually gets himself a Hyrulean motorbike? Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It's pretty cool.
Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example. I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks.
It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously? I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
Yeah, that's a little much, even for her.
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic.
If I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alfin's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as Princess Alfin's attendant right now.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Alfin, Elise, and Fee together in the same place. We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Wait, seriously?
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy-sounding group.
Sounds good to me.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
You definitely remind me of Haruka in Sailor Moon, where she is both male and female by her appearance, as she is very androgynous by her looks.
Angie, maybe you're putting a little too much thought into this.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Oh, Crow.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah.
You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask. Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that? And then Lumber Blitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up lady luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this.
Well, 3 o'clock.
Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay, take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Huh? Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though...
My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this must be...
Is this...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
I don't think so.
Oh boy. Who would have thought? Looks like the terrorists are making their move.
These must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way. Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Oh boy. Yep.
Motter Park.
So this is just a diversion?
Motter Park, okay.
I'd bet on it.
Yep. Who would have thought? Oh, hey, it's Lizzie from Rampage. What the hell are those things? Or these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men. On our honor as Imperial Guardsmen, we must not allow them any closer to the garden party. Yes, sir. Got this awesome music playing that we heard at the prologue, or before the prologue started, when we were inside the Gorelia Fortress. What should we do? They look like they need help. But we just can't abandon our posts at a time like this. We need to contact the RMP. This is awful. You must be... You're the military academy students working with the railway military police, right? Those look just like the creature we... Those look just like the creature we fought in the underground passage yesterday. What are they doing roaming around on the surface? There are quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. It won't be easy, though. What was that? It came from the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It wasn't an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed. This isn't looking good. Rean! Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP and figure out what's going on there. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the railway military police. Right. Adios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness. I smell a boss fight coming. Oh. Snap. There's a hole in the ground.
What?
Good day, Your Excellency. I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation. Ugh. You. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you, personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe. So I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
I figured that's what you were after.
Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful fate. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Elise!
Rean? Rean!
What are you doing here?
You made it.
Dad, are you alright?
The brats from Thorns. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
Uh-oh. He's gonna call a monster again. Or make them go under his command.
Is he controlling those beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Rean! Be careful!
Elise! Your Highness! You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted. I suppose we'll just have to leave then. Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bow!
Oh, we can take care of them.
We're not going to lose to a couple of these things.
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
Alright, let's take them down.
Okay.
Enemy sighted!
Alright.
I'll handle it.
Well, guys, it's time to kick some ass and take some names, if I do say so myself. So let's give them a good Sylphid dance, and hopefully we will actually get them pretty good with this attack.
Sylphid dance. That's that.
But still, quite an attack that's going on right now. Oh, Jesus. Oh. This is not boding well for us. Let's give some motivation to everybody. Holy song.
Listen to my song of healing.
Heal everybody.
You have my thanks.
Okay. Radiant Blade Dance, we could. Might as well. Hit point heal. Ah, you missed. Ouch.
Okay.
And, oh, damn. That was a hard hitter. I got that one paralyzed, but what difference is that gonna make? Okay. God dang! Look at that! Well, we got enough for another selfie dance, for sure. When they bite us, they actually... Oh, Jesus. I didn't even notice that. Wow. That is deep.
My turn.
I guess we might as well do our best to get one of them at bay. Rush it. Well, wasn't enough to take all of them down. Whoa, man, they are packing so many hit points right now. It's not even funny. I'll go ahead and give one to Laura here.
You have my thanks.
Okay.
I would say they would need... Oh, man. If we had a flash grenade, I'm pretty sure we could have got a good chance to blind them, but that's not gonna be possible at this moment. Jesus!
My turn.
Oh, you... That was not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool. Not cool. A holy song.
Listen to my song of healing.
Alright. Rean's out of his mode of being unconscious. Shockwave. Ooh. Ooh. Ow again. What the hell? Ha, you missed.
Okay.
I would definitely give one to Laura. No, to yourself. And then Laura's gonna give one to herself. Man, this is bullshit.
My turn.
Okay. Flame slash them. Probably won't do a lot of damage onto them, but we can only hope. Yeah, you most certainly weren't kidding, Holified Ichigo. The bosses are very unforgiving. Ouch! Well, time to hit that holy song again. Get everybody healed up. And get both of them. Oh, got one of them. So, that really does relieve the tension off of us a little bit. Ouch.
Here we go. Another chance. I'll take you up.
My turn.
Notice how I'm being quiet because, like I said, I'm trying to concentrate as much as I can when it comes to this fight.
You have my thanks.
I know I probably should be talking more, but I'll get the chance to keep speaking to you all when things start to cool down. Ouch. But you did miss Laura for sure. Oh, cool. Now that was awesome. Double team it.
My turn.
I'm gonna S-break you. It's gonna make you hurt. I'm gonna make you squeal. Great Sharkadile. Quite an intense fight, too, if you ask me, folks. And yeah, oh boy, that did a hell of a lot more damage than I thought it would do.
Listen to my song of healing.
Looks like this was a good choice to have Elliot do the healing in this battle. Ouch. Rush! Alright, heal your partner. Man.
My turn.
So mean. Oh, right. I forgot, Rean doesn't even have... I mean, we're already out of attack points. Or, you know, strength attacks. So, Rean, you better do it again. Motivate us. Give us some good motivation.
My turn.
There we go. Now that's what I want to see. Give it a good holy song again. Ha, you missed. We almost got this fight in the bag, guys. I can feel it in me bones. Yeah, got it.
When we fight together,
no one stands a chance.
Got 2.3 times experience points, and it looks like Rean got to level 41. And it looks like both Elliot and Fee got to level 40, as well as Laura getting to level 41, and Machias getting to level 41. So, pretty good. And we got 2 U materials. Alright.
I did it!
I've only just begun.
Success.
A+ outcome.
No, you got that right, Machias. But still.
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right. Wait! Take me with you, too.
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands. Fine, I'll stay.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Well, time to give chase. And get those 2 back. Okay, so this is a 3rd hidden passage. Interesting. But chances are they're probably going to be very far down. And we're going to want to give good chase to them as quickly as possible. Is this one of the passages beneath the city? Looks like it, and judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been to before. I don't sense any traps. Oh, who we're getting a call on. Or call from. Hello, Rean Schwarzer speaking. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. Give me a full update on the situation. Our targets are Gideon and 2 other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Alfin and Elise, and we're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them. Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can, and I've got the RMP in tow. Keep your pursuit. Try to stall them until we get there if you can. But don't do anything that would put the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Oh, you got that right. Got it. Alright, let's hurry. Right, we won't let them get away. Yep, we're gonna have to make chase. And the RMP are just heading right over. So it looks like Sarah's gonna give us a big hand with getting those two back. We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. I'm glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation, though. It sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and the cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial guardsmen were stationed in those areas. And we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know. So, how much of an idea did you have that the terrorists' real target was going to be the garden party? I'll bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you've got for a brain, right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimate the chances are roughly 40%. Targeting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle, after all. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about that girl with her. And that's why we'll probably never see eye to eye. Well, we can't really worry too much about that. We gotta haul butt.
Those damn terrorists.
Elise, Princess Alfin, please be safe.
Oh, I guarantee you, if anything bad happens to Rean's sister.
Monsters! No problem. We'll just cut our way through. We have nothing to fear.
Let's go.
Oh. Let's give him a good thrashing in this fight. Oh yeah. Triple kill.
Can't relax yet.
No, we can't. We have hostages to save. But I guarantee you, if anything were to happen to Rean's sister, you can guarantee that Rean's little special hidden power of his would actually start to kick into effect, that he'd want to rip Gideon to shreds.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
Oh, cool. They have, what do you call? They have those advantages down here too? Now that's interesting. Those, of the 3 higher elements. Time, space, and, what was the other one? Darkness? Well, you can do a death blow. Oh, you missed! How could that happen? Oh, man. Seemed like that would be the perfect opportunity to take it down. But I guess it was not meant to be. Was there a chest? No, there was not a chest. Seems like an underground harbor right there. Where are we? And I guess that's where the boss fight's gonna be. Inside the catacombs. It's really creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. Well, they definitely came this way, and I don't think it was that long ago. All right, you can tell from their footprints. Okay, then we just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right. Ready to go. Onward. Yep. Funny running animation with those two carrying the ladies. Everything's proceeding just as I'd planned. Probably not as funny as Lotta Hart's running animation in Ace Attorney Investigations 2 in the last case. That was like one of the most hilarious things I ever seen that character do in that game. The funny animation with how she runs, trying to get her scoop. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we will have achieved all we set out to accomplish here. Alright. Not bad for our first mission. What are you people planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money. I ask that you remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor the traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation. You sound just like a... Don't underestimate me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you whom I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. Who do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Elise? Oh? What is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness's attendant, I assume you must be of a high social standing, no? Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Tio Schwarzer, lord of the northern region of Ymir. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Elise! Well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it? Oh boy. Very intense. Very, very intense, guys. Celestial Balm EX. For, like, reviving. I'm pretty sure that's going to be, like, something we could use to revive all of our party members, but I could be mistaken. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. Oh, boy.
Bring it on. Here we go.
What do we got here? Cursed sculptures. And they really don't seem like the hard bunch. No, they don't. Rush him. Or rush it, anyways. I guess we should take care of one, and then we'll take care of the other. Devil Beam. Oh, ouch. This is exactly like that one monster, or those set of monsters that we fought that had those devil beams that actually... Oh, God. Cooling spray. Give that to Rean ASAP.
Thanks. My turn.
Okay, as much as I want to do a critical to you, but that's not the time to do so. Or now's not the time to do so. Everybody needs to be healed. And we will take care of this. Oh, how could you miss? Well, at least we got you. That takes care of one. Now it's time to take care of the other. And something tells me I really shouldn't rely on just brute strength when it comes to fighting, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to use my, court spells. Now that we're taking care of this one, can we get it in one strike? Probably not. But at least we can hope. Nope. I didn't think so. Ouch. Holy song, everybody. Get everybody healed up.
You
How could you miss that? Well, we got you. That's all that matters. That's like 2 times in a row you missed there, Fee.
When we fight together,
no one stands a chance.
That was a very tenacious battle we got ourselves into. I'll admit that. That was scary. There seemed to be some strange force at work making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird, too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power. Or rather, that flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. Wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're gonna have to deal with it one way or another. Yeah, I'd say. But now's not the time to be asking questions, but now's the time to actually modify another weapon. I could go for Odd Eye, so that way we have our next attacker to actually have something to work with. Modify Exchange. I don't think we're gonna need anything right now. I mean, we got your quartz and what you actually need to give us, so... Where's the Thalas? I thought we had that. Okay, we do. But I want to give that... Yeah, I want to give that to you. Quartz. What did we need to get? Or what did we actually need to get from this that we really needed? I thought we needed something to actually give us a upper hand. Or else I could be mistaken. I guess I was mistaken. But anyway, rest. Get everybody rested up before we take on whatever awaits us beyond the catacombs. Oh boy.
It's far enough. What? Eat that. Shit. What?
Rean! You came for us!
Show's over. Let Her Highness and Elise go.
considering all that you've done, I can't say I'd be entirely comfortable letting you go free.
But if you release them, we might be willing to consider it.
Damn kids.
It's 5 against 3. You've got no chance. And fleeing while trying to carry 2 hostages? I don't think that'll work out too well for you.
So, would you please just let them go?
Impressive. Very impressive. I had no idea Thors was educating such gifted students.
Save it. Look, we can keep this stalemate going all day, or you can release them. It's up to you. But I'm warning you, if there's so much as a scratch on either of them, you'll wish the police found you before I did.
You.
Rean. Rean.
Very well. We surrender.
I don't like the sound of this.
I'm not so proud that I can't see when we have no chance of victory.
Then...
So you'll let them go?
Absolutely. If you can defeat him, do it.
Oh.
A volatile anesthetic?
Fear not. I simply thought it best they sleep for a short while. After all, this is hardly a sight fit for the eyes of such innocent maidens.
I assume that our main chapter boss fight's gonna be here.
Another monster? What the?
A howl?
This roar.
Oh, yep. The chapter's boss. Yep, so here we go, guys. This is gonna be the main boss fight for this chapter. Quite a bone dragon of some type. Or like a necro dragon. Zoro Arguga. Dark Dragon of Ruination.
What the hell is that?
It's a bone dragon?
Behold! The might of the demonic flute! An artifact capable of holding even the shadow that made over Heimdall during the Dark Ages in its throne. Now, I'll have you delay your journey to perdition no longer. Farewell, dear ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. There's no way we can take on that thing.
What are we gonna do?
I can't estimate its strength, or even the best way to fight it.
We're not just going to roll over and die here. If you think back on how much we've grown just during this field study, there's no way this thing is going to take us down.
My blade is ready.
Too impetuous to know when you're beaten, are you? Go, Dark Tyrant! Bring down the merciless hammer of judgment upon these hapless fools!
Well, here we go, guys. It's time for us to do what we do best, and that's kicking ass and taking names. If we can. Ouch!
Okay.
Yeah. This guy's gonna hit hard. Oh man, almost 50,000 hit points. This guy's no joke, for sure. Rush it. Oh, good attack. Wonder if we could try to grand press it. And we're gonna need to give some motivation to our class. Scud Ripper. See if we can blind it. Yeah, I didn't think we could. At least it was worth it. Or worth a shot, at least. Ouch.
My turn.
Yeah, you're gonna need to heal us.
Listen to my song of healing.
We need your help on this, if anything.
My turn.
Laura, do a radiant dance on it and get it to stop trying to enchant its spell.
My turn.
Well, that didn't do squat. Jesus. Yeah, we could give a resounding beat. Jesus. Still wasn't enough to actually get it down. And hello there, Flame Chocobo. At least it's not a Tiamat or a Yizmat, as you said. Oh. Ouch. Ugh, God. Rat bastard. Ouch.
This is bad.
Bad for you, but, we'll see how well this, or how long this plays out before we actually, you know, possibly get hurt. Ah, Holy Song us. Well, just at least you guys. Just to get them out of that predicament they were in. Do a Sylphie dance on it. Get some more of its hit points down. We seem to be hitting it pretty well. Or getting its hit points down quite a far long ways. Oh, and hey, a cool Tentacool. Thanks for coming on the stream. I didn't even notice your comment there just a second ago. But yeah, definitely keep watching the live streams of me playing this, as well as someday me getting on to Trails of Cold Steel 2. We'll definitely love to play that when the chance arrives. Okay. Flame Slash it. We already got over half of its hit points down, so we just need to focus on getting the other half down. We got it. Okay. We got it set ablaze. Ah, Dark Breath again. Ooh. Ah. God, give a... Ooh. Is there anything I could take to... Sarah? Yeah. Take that. And, you take a... Tear Bomb for you. God, another Dark Breath?
My turn.
Oh well, at least I'll get you both in the same song, so that way you remain healed and purified.
Here we go.
Of course.
My turn.
Okay, so go ahead and get you Sylphie Dance, so that way you can take care of this. And a cool Tentacool, I'm glad you really liked my Golden Sun retrospective. I had a lot of fun putting that together, and, you know, I'm kind of thinking about doing another one-shot retrospective after I get Episode 9 of my Final Fantasy retrospective finished. But I'll be sharing more details once I have more information on that available. But, who knows? Motivate us. Give us some good motivation. Oh boy. Well, we almost got it. But of course it's going to use Grim Butterfly on us, but we'll be able to take this down. Well, we don't really know that much of what to expect when it comes to Golden Sun. I mean, hopefully we will actually get what we want for that series to continue in the future, but it's kind of hard to say. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got the coup de grace attack right here, guys. Looks like we're going to pull through this. All right. No stupid dragon was going to get the best of us. And we did get it. Yes! But oh boy, Was that... Ugh. Gut-wrenching.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Oh, cool. Got some good level ups, too. I think that's all we're going to get for this chapter, with 3 of them at level 42 and 2 of them at level 41. So, I'm content with that. Looks like we got about, I would say, 9 or 10 levels out of that chapter. And it had Grim Butterfly, too, that quartz unit. So we'll gladly take that and have one of our characters use that.
I've only just begun.
For sure.
Success.
An A+ outcome.
Mm-hmm. You are no match for us, you damn fell beast.
Impossible. Laura! V!
Roger.
Oh, man.
What? What? You damned... What?
Ha! You can't even use it anymore.
The demonic flute. Check. Mate.
Oh, that was a tough one.
What's our plan, Comrade G?
Oh, you're gonna resort to that now, are you? You vile son of a bitch. Man.
Comrade G?
I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not dead, I fear, but this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done, even if that means harming a member of the Imperial family.
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Oh, jeez.
Who are... Oh my, aren't you a quick little kitty? Just my type.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Comrade S, Comrade V?
Ah, you came for us. What a relief. Now we can...
These must be...
We're terrorists.
I seem to recall specifically telling you to leave this operation to me. But I can't say I'm unhappy you decided to check in.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been off to a pretty bad start.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was for the best. Comrade C decided to join us too.
And so I have.
Oh god, it's Zero.
A mask.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed to you?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. One must always factor in unpredictable elements. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated so brilliantly.
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary objective. Courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family will gain us nothing now. Do you not agree?
No, you're right. Release them.
Oh, wow.
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two of them to you.
Okay.
Got it.
gesture of goodwill, in the hopes that we may yet resolve this without bloodshed. What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7? Will you stand aside and let us leave peacefully?
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial princess and an innocent girl. Drugged them.
What Erebonian would stand idly by in the face of such an outrage?
It's 5 against 6. This won't be easy.
Guys.
You got guts, kids. I'll give you that.
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a little roughhousing.
No, it's only right that I be the one to test their mettle. Wielders of the long sword, the great sword, the twin gun swords. Stand and face me. I shall be your opponent.
Something tells me he's gonna kick our asses.
What?
Think of this as an entertaining way to kill some time. The railway military police are already on their way. Until then, pour out the vessel of your wrath upon me.
Interesting.
He's awful sure of himself.
Is he serious? There's no way he can win against all 3 of them.
Oh, wow. Dual polearm.
Whoa, what kind of weapon is that?
Another relic from the Dark Ages. A double saber.
So he just goes by the name C. Okay.
I am C. That is all you need to know. Now, come at me if you think you're able.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gonna be easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's sporting some pretty high defenses. So, it looks like you're gonna need our... Ooh, yikes. Look at those hit points. Ouch.
Okay.
I don't think we have any chance of winning this, guys. If they think we can actually beat this in one setting, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to. Motivate you guys. See if we can actually get some motivation going on here. Ouch.
My turn.
Ouch.
My turn.
Ooh, bad.
My turn.
Bad, 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 bad. Yeah, okay. So we just had to hold out in that battle.
That's our C for you.
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and the brawn to lead.
What power?
He might even be as strong as Sarah.
Just, who are you people?
Oh yeah, that's for certain there, Flame Chocobo. He's no definite pushover, that's for sure.
From today, you shall know us as the Imperial Liberation Front.
Ooh.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That is our cause, our purpose.
The Imperial Liberation Front?
What dictator?
Freeze, all of you!
Instructor! Captain Claire!
Just in time.
It appears the time has come to make our exit.
Smoke grenade.
Is that?
Farewell. I I'm sure we'll meet again.
What?
Oh, no, a detonation... A bomb detonation device.
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darlings.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
The passage is collapsing. Hurry!
Right! Couldn't leave well enough alone.
Rean, you carry Her Highness.
Got it.
I gotta say, that was a pretty intense chapter we got ourselves in.
Whew, that was pretty touch and go back there. But I'm glad to see you all pulled through.
Well, thanks to you, Instructor.
I had my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive.
You could have come a bit sooner.
Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now.
Indeed.
So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? Your Highness, Elise!
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects.
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me.
I'm just glad that you're safe and unharmed.
What happened?
Are you alright, Your Highness? How are you feeling?
Rean? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down. Think we can smoke them out?
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive, with too many areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order in the city.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send a report to the other divisions and let them know the situation's been resolved.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
That is a good question. What is their game in this? And we go to Thursday. Are we back in Thor's, or is that after the festival?
In the end, the Railway Military Police brought the chaos under control, and the first day of the festival came to a close. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things, ensuring that the rest of the festival passed by peacefully. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
Valflame Palace Second Reception Hall.
I really don't know how to begin thanking you. You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to repay you.
Not at all, Your Highness.
There's nothing to repay us for. We just did what we had to. Oh, come now. There's no need to be so modest. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people. So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well. I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Rupee's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance in restoring order to the city.
I'm honored, Your Highness.
I'm so glad to have been of service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now. That incident in Nord, for example. But now they've finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world. They appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures. C being the most prominent. The intelligence division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some ways. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists. It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion. True. Not that it excuses abducting your highness like they did.
An intense passion, you say?
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leaders said when they made their appearance. Indeed.
All the ham-handed theatrics of a middle school play.
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent anger in front of an audience.
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring to, at least.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't miss you.
Oh, Cedric.
Wait, isn't that...
Is he?
Dad's with him, too.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Cedric!
Just in time, too.
Your Highness?
Did you come all this way just to bid us farewell?
Of course. After all you've done for us, I thought it was the least I could do. Is this the rest of Class 7?
Cedric, Crown Prince Cedric.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cedric Rice Arner. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heartfelt appreciation.
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was ours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince. He's pretty cute.
Bee?
I certainly wouldn't mind if you took a few lessons in manliness from the gentlemen of Class 7, though.
Alfin, come on.
I think that's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty of growing ahead of you. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to say goodbye to everyone.
How are you feeling? Are your injuries all right now?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I'm back to my old self.
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended, you did manage to complete this month's field study. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you for your exemplary work.
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how Class 7 should be run. But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose. I think the other directors would agree with me on at least that much.
Dad.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Your Excellency.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about, Your Highness.
Well, if you say so. I've always found you a trustworthy man, of course. But...
Ah, I see that everyone's here.
Ah. The Chancellor.
Oh, it couldn't be.
Chancellor Osborne.
As a matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience with His Majesty the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm overjoyed to see you safe and well, Princess Alfin. Clearly, the goddess has bestowed her blessings on us.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure Prince Oliver that we're starting a nationwide hunt for members of the Imperial Liberation Front. An investigation into the backgrounds of its members is also underway, so you needn't worry.
My. Nothing gets past you, does it? Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference well in hand?
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken care of. Ah, but where are my manners? Please excuse me for not introducing myself.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
I'm Gileath Osborne, representative of the Erebonian I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better as the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Excellency.
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits of Thor's Class 7. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning in your field studies, it's quite the fascinating program. I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We shall endeavor to.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectations.
Ah, yes. It's been quite some time, young Elise. I'm glad to see your new career path is working out for you.
Oh yeah, Sarah would be bitter, because Chancellor Osborne did kill off the Bracer Guilds.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you.
I really owe you for all you've done for me.
General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the Army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. Nurture the bonds you share, and train up bodies and wills of steel. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
Oh boy.
Rean?
Oh boy. I knew something was going to go down when he took a look at that man's face. Yeah, looks like he has something to do with that mysterious power that Rean has in him that's embedded in his own chest with those scars that you saw at the beginning of Chapter 4. Yeah. He's going to have a big part to play in Rean's, the mystery of Rean's birth. And if you played Trails of Cold Steel 3, then you'll definitely know what happens in that. But unfortunately, I haven't even played it yet because, well, it's not localized over here. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be inbound for a localization by Xseed. Hopefully this year or early next year, if I were to surmise a guess. Or a guess. Not a guest, but a guess. But anyway, guys.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
We finally moved up to rank A6, and we got ourselves a gladiator belt as a perk.
Drinks are on me someday.
We don't even need your drinks. We just need to,
Good showing, everyone.
Huh, total AP for this chapter, 69. Oh, God. Class 7 spawn strengthened. We leveled up to level 3 with Machias. And that was the only one? Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. Anyways. Yeah, that takes care of that. So, anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end off our play session for tonight because, well, we made it to the end of Chapter 4, and that means that tomorrow we'll actually start on Chapter 5, finally. And things look to get a bit more hairier than usual once we continue to go through this game. But we'll have to see where fate takes us this time around. But anyway, guys, I hope you like what you saw. If you did enjoy what you saw, then be sure to actually, like I said, hit that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified of when I will be going live with doing more live streams like this in the future. And also, if you like what you see in terms of my YouTube channel, then be sure you actually go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RRPGReviews, where I do reviews, retrospectives. I archive what's on here onto my YouTube channel just for you all. And I also do the RPG side quest videos, which is me being in front of the camera, delivering news pieces in terms of like Japanese role-playing game news. But I'm currently on the back burner for that for right now. But in the meantime, though, I'm still working on episode 9 of my Final Fantasy retrospective. Really don't know when that's going to be up, but as I said, I will let you know as soon as I have more details. I'm still working hard on that. And also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, which my Facebook fan page is facebook.com/RRPGReviews, and my Twitter handle is @RRPGReviews. Whichever social media site that you follow me on, then you'll get whatever I announce coming onto there. But truth be told, both Facebook and Twitter, they're connected to each other. I have both accounts connected to each other, so whichever site I'm announcing on, you will be sure to get that announcement on there as well, simultaneously. But anyway, guys, if you like what you saw, then yeah, stay glued for more stuff like this coming from me in the future that you're not going to find anywhere else, whether it be on Twitch or whether it be on YouTube. But you will be sure to know that you will actually get everything from me when it comes to content that I put out. Anyway, guys, I need to go to bed. It's getting late right now, and I need to get ready for a big day tomorrow with getting stuff done. And of course, the Geek Fighters and I, we're going to be resuming our live stream series on Thousand Arms for the PlayStation, which is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so be sure to join us for that, and I will definitely make an announcement on that on my Facebook fan page, and it will also connect on Twitter. And then tomorrow night, I will get back on track with more Trails of Cold Steel for you. So anyway, guys, hope you all have a good night. This is Double RPG signing off, and I want to go ahead and say to all this last quote. Godspeed, and game on, gamers. Peace out, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.